Lesufi was looking at the president and he said, listen, there's a bill on your table. Please make sure that you sign that bill. If you look at Paul Mashatile's face on that video, I'll try to zoom in. Paul was shocked that Panyaza was this brave in front of opposition parties, in front of the government of national confusion, in front of everyone, in front of the nation. Panyaza Lesufi decides to turn around, looks at the president and points him actually with a finger and said, there is a bill on your table, please sign it. From there, he distinguished himself that he is different from the other people in the ANC. And we have seen about TK and the government, the provincial government of Gauteng siding with him, in what they did in sidelining the Democratic Alliance into provincial governments. But we saw a different side of Panyaza because he just crept in that moment. He was always doing great work. He was always the Minister of Education. He was always there under Makura and all of those things. He was always doing great things. But this made him stand out. But most importantly, that the thing that changes Fikile and Balula's temperature is this issue of Panyaza Lesufi siding with the Communist Party, clearly speaking in their events that you guys, we don't want this nonsense of delaying the Bella bill. We want our children to go to the same schools. Yeah, that thing. It made Panyaza Lesufi call Fikile and Balula Tuli house.
If we can allow the Bella bill to be diluted to be something that is not what it is, comrade, we have betrayed this revolution. And on this one, comrade, it's no retreat, no surrender. I want to urge COSATU, the SACP, SAMCO, and all structures of the ANC, especially our education-based formation, SATU, COSAS, SASCO, the Youth League, YCL, and all other formations. If there is a period that we need to stand together for the sake of our children, that never and never again that our children will be denied quality education on the basis that they don't speak Afrikaans. And never again that our children will be denied access to an Afrikaans large school that is next door where our parents stay, purely because that particular school has been declared a no-go area for our children. If we can't defend that as a collective, comrade, and if we can't defend that as alliance, if we can't defend that as progressive forces, comrade, then there's no justification why we exist as movements.
Now here's the mistake. You go to the Communist Party's event and now you start speaking positively about not favoring the government of national unity and also saying that you want your children to go to the same private schools as the white children. And you know very well that the Democratic Alliance is against that, even some factions in the ANC, because the ANC is so infiltrated, it's not funny, ladies and gentlemen. It's not funny. And some of us can sit here and judge these people and say, oh, yeah, no, they sold us. Hey, guys, we're talking serious money here. We're not talking 2 million here. We're not talking million. Guys, for the mere fact that we as South Africans are comfortable with not knowing the transitions that happened in the CR7 campaign, just shows us just how ignorant we are to the fact that everything is for sale in South Africa. Now you go to the Communist Party event and you start saying, we need to make sure that the Bella bill is implemented. We need to be brave. We need to, you are exposing yourself as Panyaza Lesufi to, factions that are going to attack you. Now, the Communist Party has clearly said that they are going to, participate in the local elections in 2026. On their own as independents. So it is clear they are no longer on the side of the ANC. So why do you go and speak in their events smiling? Because you see Fikile and Balula when he goes to the Communist Party events and he goes around Solima Paila, he tries to defend the decision that the ANC made to go into the government of national confusion, to say, no, it is an unpopular decision, but it is the strategic movement. You know, Fikile Balula tries to justify it, and he doesn't know that trying to justify all of this cack that the ANC did, he's not going to be able to claw back, because the only way he will be able to claw back is to buy votes. And we know in the ANC that is possible. And not only that, in the same event, Panyaza Lesufi said we must reclaim the ANC back. What do you mean you must reclaim the ANC? And now Panyaza.
We need to reclaim the African National Congress. And the message is very simple. If they are not ready to genuinely discuss the amendments that they want to make, if they think they can go through the back door and seek agreements that exclude majority, on the 13th of December, we have no choice but to plead with our president, implement the Bella Bill the way it is. We'll face the consequences of taking that particular decision. We are not apologetic. We're willing to listen, but it's quite clear that we are dealing with tricksters rather than people that genuinely want to deal with the issue. You can't hide behind a broomstick when you are a racist. We'll expose you. So our commitment, therefore, comrades, to the Bella Bill and related bills like NHI and many other things, we need to conclude those processes and implement those processes without further delay.
Now, this we must reclaim the ANC back. This is Panyaza speaking to the people who are saying, "Ish, but the ANC has went off the track. It is no longer the ANC that we know." You know, Panyaza Lesufi was coming out with those t-shirts that were saying, "Don't kill Chris Hani again," and all of those things. The type of messaging that the die-hard ANC followers, like myself, want to hear. We want to hear that there's people in the ANC that can see good, but this thing, it has derailed from the direction that we want the ANC to go. Because almost all of us grew up in an ANC, household where we were supporting the ANC. But once Usiral came, and some of you might even say once Zuma came, the ANC started taking a different direction. You understand what I'm saying? So for him to say, sign the bill, we will take the consequences. We will face the consequences later on. And there was other times where he said, "Amakwala magacheche, let us the brave go forward. If you don't want to sign, we are sick and tired of those who are cowards. Let the cowards stand aside. Let us go forward." This is the type of messaging that Panyaza has been saying. And for me, I was like, hey, Upanyaza. Upanyaza is the last hope. And I don't want us to ever celebrate, especially us who claim to be Pan-African, to ever celebrate fully, please note the fully, ever celebrate fully the fall of the ANC. The fall of the ANC. Thinking that the ANC will fall so that the MK and the EFF will rise is not entirely true. Why? Because I don't trust the IEC. I'm sorry. I don't trust them. So I can see them taking the MK to 20-something% and dropping the ANC to the high 20s, 27, 28, 29, and improving the EFF to 12, 13, 14%. Who knows? They're going to make sure that the ANC needs the DA 24/7. So the fall of the ANC is actually not, so good for us. But who leads the ANC is more important. But now you've got a person like Fikile Balula who feels unprovoked. He wants to make a statement that he will deal with people that want to be popular, going against what the president is saying. Fikile.
It is a disappointment, this advance by the president and his cabinet, to those who said that we're going around preaching as though things won't happen. Preaching as though things won't happen. Even within our ranks, there are people who are just on top of their voices. Bella Act must be implemented. There is leadership here in this country. led by Ramaphosa of the ANC. Why will others speak on the sideways as though there is doubt about leadership, that it won't be provided? It is wrong. It is populist. It is populist. And we will act against populism in the ranks of the ANC. We will. We are observing it. It is not plurality of ideas, intellectualism, dissent, genuine. It is populism. Why will any leader of the ANC not have confidence that matters of this nature are being handled and driven at a political level by the leadership of the ANC? When the president decided on this matter, leadership was provided, structures were briefed. Why now do we have to go on the sidelines that this must, as though there is doubt that the leadership will renege on the program of the National Democratic Revolution? Our mandate is very clear in this government, is to advance the NDR. Other forces and political parties, strategic opponents like the DA and other parties, the new arrivalists and all of that, will be opposed.
Fikile Mbalula is the only person in the ANC who sees nothing wrong with Government of National Unity and Cyril Ramaphosa. I am sorry to say statements like, I think he is spot. I hope I'm wrong. It's a popular, a view out there that Fikile Mbalula is spot. People are saying that. How much is your soul worth, African child? For you to stand up and when another African child is saying, let's implement the Bella Bill, and you as an African brother, you've got a problem with that. You're actually labeling that as someone that wants to be popularist. So Panyaza must not say anything, because when Fikile, you are the mouthpiece of protecting white monopoly capitalists. How is Fikile Mbalula going to recover from this? What is the aspirations of Fikile Mbalula in the ANC? There is no other step. From Secretary General, you must be Deputy President or President. That should be your aim. And naturally, that's where you should grow. It's either you repeat that position or you go up. There's no other up. The up is Deputy and President from Secretary General. You understand? But my problem is his reasoning capacity. When someone is not educated, sometimes this education that our colonizers has gave us, at least it improves the reasoning capacity. The way his logic in reasoning is heartbreaking. To say, Panyaza was saying, sign the bill, he was trying to be popular, and we will deal with these popularist characters in the ANC. You will deal with them and say, what? Stop wanting to be popular? Hey, Mfetu, you need him to be popular in the ANC because he's going to win voters to vote for the ANC. You want to stop popularism. What is it that you said, that he said that is wrong? You can quote everything word for word that Panyaza Lesufi said, especially on the Bella Bill. Nothing he said was wrong. So now it scares us as African children to say there can be a man that can see something wrong with that, a black man that can see something wrong in Panyaza Lesufi advocating for the signing and the implementation of the Bella Bill in its entirety. There's someone that sees something wrong with it. Coming out to ask us, why does Panyaza not have confidence in the leadership of the ANC? You're the only one who's got confidence in the leader of the ANC. We speak to ANC people. None off camera, none of them have got full confidence in the leadership of Cyril Ramaphosa. Even now, the Bella Bill is not going to be implemented in its entirety. Not going to be implemented in its entirety. Because remember, the Bella Bill, we are targeting one type of people, which is what? The private sector. The government school have got no problem in accepting any child. Private sector, that's where the problem is.